What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing series of tests because if you get a phone for your child, if you get like a cheap phone from like HTC or Samsung, like what I have here, then you're gonna want to know if it'll survive them like dropping it or like spilling orange juice or something on it. So we're going to be doing a series of tests today, and we're going to be seeing if one of these phones will survive that. Okay, so we're going to start the test with pouring some soda on it. Okay. Put the phone right here. We're going to pour some soda on it. You can see it's working. And we're gonna pour some soda on it. So here we go, guys. And as you can see, it survived that. You can see survived that just fine. So now we're gonna cut straight to the water test to wash it off. I'm gonna pour some water on it. It seems to be doing just fine. As you can see. So it seemed to have passed that just fine. The screen's freaking out a little bit, but that's normal for water. Now I'm gonna go grab. Okay, we're gonna go dry it off. Okay. Go turn it around, try this side off too. And as you can see, the phone works just fine. You can see it works. You can see it works fine. So let's go test it with Minecraft. It doesn't seem to be loading. Okay. So it didn't seem to load Minecraft. But I think that's just because this is a cheap phone. So now we're going to move on to the next test. Okay, so now we're going to be dropping it on the floor. The phone is still working from the last test. I'm just gonna go set up the camera right here. Okay, and we're gonna drop it from normal height in 3, 2, 1. Okay, no damage. So now we're gonna drop it face down from normal height. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. The camera fell off the back. But you just snap it back together and it seems fine. As you can see, it still works fine. Okay, so now I'm going to bring it up to my head. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Okay. It's still on. Just came apart again. So now I'm going to go put it back together. I'm going to be dropping it onto the screen from this height. So right here, In 3, 2, 1. Okay, that didn't land on the screen, so we're gonna do it again. From head height. 3, 2, 1. Okay. And as you can see, guys, there's no issues. It's not cracked. It's just fine. So this phone has survived water and spilling drinks onto it, and it survived drops onto a plastic floor. Okay, so now I'm gonna go, I got a cup full of water, so now I'm gonna go drop it in the water, and we're gonna leave it in there for about 30 seconds to a minute and see if it still survives and works after that. I'm gonna put up a timer here too. Okay, so now I got the timer going. I'm gonna drop it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, the timer stopped. Okay, so it survived about 20 seconds because the timer was on 10 seconds before. As you can see, it's in the water. Oh, the timer stopped. But it's been in the water for about a minute now. The timer did stop though, so I'm gonna go pull out. Oh, it turned off. I'm gonna go pull out the phone now. It's restarting. So as you guys can see, the phone stopped, and then about 10 seconds later, it started restarting. So now it's rebooting. It's turning back on. You can see there's a lot of water in it. But it turned back on and it looks just fine. So I'm gonna go back in the clock, and it's doing just fine after it was in water. So I'm gonna dry it off real quick. And we're gonna go put it back in the water for another minute or so, and we're gonna see if that kills it. So I'm gonna start the timer. Oh, we're gonna start the timer, and we're gonna drop the phone back in. And we're gonna see how long it lasts this time before something happens. I'm just gonna leave it in there until it turns off, or if it restarts. I'm just gonna leave it in there until it doesn't work. Oh, the screen's messing up. As you can see, the screen is flickering, and the main part of the screen turned off. It's just the light now. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it out of the water. And you can see that it's still on, but you can see so now half of the screen is flickering, but if I turn up the volume, you can hear it. So the screen is completely off now, but the phone is still on because I can still hear it if I turn up the volume. So I'm gonna try and turn it off, turn it back on. As you can see, it's still just fine. And the touchscreen still works, because I can hear if I press something. But the screen did stop. So the screen stopped working, but the touchscreen still works. So I guess we're gonna move on to the next test, because the phone still works, kind of. So we're gonna move on to the next test. So guys, now we're outside, and I'm gonna do drop test and throw test outside, because if a kid rages outside and they get mad, then it'll be different from inside, because inside has wood and carpet and stuff, and the outside has concrete. So the phone still works, as you can hear, but it's just the screen doesn't work anymore. So I'm gonna throw it on the ground decently hard, and we're gonna see if it still works after that. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, as you can see, the screen is cracked now, but the phone does still work. And as you can see, it is cracked, but it does still work. And from what I'm looking at, the inside screen is not cracked yet. So if the screen did still work, then the other part, you would still be able to use it. So now I'm gonna go do it again, just a little bit harder. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that time the battery came out, so we're gonna have to restart it. Okay, so I'm gonna go put the battery back in. And it's not any more cracked than it was before somehow. So we're gonna go turn it back on. And I could see a little flicker. And yeah, the screen is back on, and it's got a lot of water in it. It's got a lot of water in it, and it's freaking out. Okay, so now we're gonna go outside, and this time I'm gonna go throw it as hard as I can. Wait, okay, yeah. This time I'm gonna go throw it as hard as I can to simulate if a kid gets super mad and they throw their phone on the ground. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I can't hear any more sound from it anymore. I cannot hear any more sound. So the screen is all I got to see if it still works. As you can see, it's still on. So now I'm gonna go outside, or I'm gonna do that in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I threw it as hard as I can. And as you can see, oh, now it's turning on. As you can hear, it still works, but as you can see, oh, I got glass on my finger. Okay, don't do this at home. As you can see, the entire phone is shattered now. And I think the inside screen at this point might be cracked. I'm not sure. Here, hold on. I can't see the screen anymore, so the screen died. Maybe because of that connector right there. But as you can hear, it does still work. So now I'm gonna take the battery out for safety reasons, and I'm gonna go throw it even harder. I'm gonna go throw it even harder. In 3, 2, 1. So as you guys can see, it's now coming apart, but there isn't more damage. There isn't really more damage to it. So I'm gonna go put the battery back on real quick, and we're gonna try and turn it on. And the screen works again. And you can see the inside screen is cracked this time. You can see the dead pixels up there and the cracks inside of the screen. But it does still kind of work. Yeah, and you can hear it. So even throwing it very hard on the ground, it does still work. Okay, so I'm going to take the battery out again. And this time, I'm going to throw it as hard as I can on the corner to see what that does. So, on the corner, 3, 2, 1. As you guys can see, I think I missed. Oh wait, no I didn't. You can see more damage on the corner. Right there. And the screen does not light up anymore. But I'm gonna wait until I hear the T-Mobile jingle to determine if it's dead. And as you can see, it does still work, even though the screen is completely dead, but it could come back like it has before a few times. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snap it in half. So I'm gonna snap it in half this way. I'm gonna curb stomp it once I get shoes on. So I'm gonna curb stomp it and see if that kills it. I'm sure it will, but the motherboard is up top, so it might not. Okay. So right here, then I'm gonna just, as you can see, now the screen will not work. I am willing to bet. I highly doubt the phone will still turn on if I can even fit the battery back in. But I can push it back and I can plug in the battery and see if it'll connect. Hold on. Okay, I put the battery back in, and one issue I'm coming across is that the power button might not press. Yeah, the power button won't press. So I can't test it out to see if it still works, but I'm guessing it won't. But yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can press that. I'm gonna see if I can press that power button. Okay, I'm pressing and holding it. Okay. Now I want to see if the T-Mobile jingle will come on. I doubt it will. And as you guys can see, the phone is dead, which is no surprise. It was snapped in half. So, yeah, so now you guys know the extent it takes to kill this phone. So if you plan on buying it and you like get mad a lot, or if you're gonna give it to your kids or something like that, here, I'm gonna try and see if I can get that battery in a little bit more, because it might have not been in right. Okay, now it is in right. And now I'm gonna try and press and hold the power button. Hold on. Okay. So I'm holding it in. I'm giving it one last chance. I don't think it's gonna work. Nope, I don't think it does. It's not gonna work. Okay. Camera died, but that concludes the test. Please hit the sub and like the video if you enjoyed it, and hit the bell notification if you want to see more videos from me. But besides that, I have nothing more to say. Thanks for watching, and bye.